So welcome back to the Art of Crochet blog, and here's square number 18. Can you believe it? So I've wrapped this around my finger 8 times and I'm going to make a fat ring. So you put the hook through the middle of the loops and pull the yarn through and secure it with one chain. And then we're going to make our double crochets into the circle like that. And I think we need 12 double crochets into the circle, and then we'll be ready to embark on this square. Can't believe we're up to square number 18 already. Amazing. Okay, so keep going until you've filled in the whole ring. So here we've finished the fat ring, and we can fasten off the pink because we're not going to be using that again. And then we're going to make a daisy with the vanilla white yarn. So I've made a slip knot here, and we can start anywhere we like. So I'm going to start here and pull it through, and the daisy is made up of double trebles. So we do a 4 chain to make up to the height of a double treble, and the double trebles, that one with the where you go around twice, 1, 2, like that. And I'm holding the short end of the new colour round the back so that I can work it in. So we've done 4 chains and 1 double treble, and then I'm going to do 1 chain to get us over to the next stitch, and then 2 double trebles in that next stitch there. Oh. 1, 2, and then another chain and another 2 double trebles, and keep going until you've been all the way around. So here's our daisy, and we're going to work into each 1 chain space. So that's where there's a gap in between. So there's 2 double trebles, and there's no chain between them, but there's a chain space on either side. So that space, then that space, and that space, and so on. Okay, so here's the green yarn. Start off at any old one here, and I'm going to hold the end round the back so that it gets held in. So start off with 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and then make 2 trebles. 1, 2, and then, so not into that one there, but into this where there's a gap there. We're going to do 3 trebles. 1, and again, not into that space, but yes, into this one. Hold that behind. Okay, so at the beginning of the 4th round, and it wants you to do some slip stitches to get round to the next space. So we join up this gap with a slip stitch like you would normally finish a round. So just slip that together, and then it's slip stitch into there and slip stitch into there, and the reason why is because they want you to hop round to this next little space there. So these are almost little invisible stitches, and we're getting to this gap here. So when we get to this chain, this space, it's not a chain space, we do another little, oh, that's a double, there's a slip stitch. Now we've done our slip stitches, do you see, to get to this place, and then we can start. So we've got 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a double treble into that space. 1, 2, 3, into the same space. Getting a bit crowded in this little space with all these stitches. That must be a busy corner happening there. So then 3 treble in this next space over here. 1, 2, 3, and then I expect the next bit will be into this space over here. 2 trebles and 2 double trebles. And then the double trebles, that one where you loop it over twice. Okay, so that's 2 trebles and 2 double trebles. There we are. I think that must be a side with our 2 corners. So here we are. This must be the first side, and we've got 2 trebles and 2 double trebles. And then we work 3 chain to go around the corner. There's 3 chain, and then into this next space 2 double treble and 2 trebles. So this time the tall ones first and then the short stitch. So then you keep repeating the bit that's between the asterisks, the little stars in the text, and that's 2 trebles, and then 3 treble in the next space. See, there's our corner, and we'll keep going. Okay, so here's the end of round 4, and we do 1 chain and then 1 DC into the top of that 4 chain that we did at the beginning. So 1 DC into there. And then the next row starts in that same space. So we do 3 chain, 1, 2, 3, and then a treble. Oh, got a knot in my yarn. And then a half treble into the same space, which is goes through all 3, like that one. So the half trebles are what happens all the way down the side, and that's the short dense stitch. So start off there and you go through like that, 1, 2, and we're going to do 1 in every stitch. A half treble is a very useful stitch because it doesn't have holes when you've made a fabric from it. It's quite short and dense. And for those of you who spotted my mistake in square number 16, this really is a half treble that they're using here. So there you go. So that's a half treble. So you keep going until you get to the next corner. You do a half treble, 2 trebles, 1, 2, and then 3 chains to go round the corner, and then back into that same space again. You reverse the shaping, so 2 trebles and 1 half treble. That's where you go through all 3. There you are, and then you've got your corner. and then you start again with half trebles down your row, and you do the same at the next corner. So under both bars there. So there should be 11 half trebles down the side. So I'm nearly at the end of this square, up to the last corner, and I've done a half treble and then 2 trebles here. There we are. Right, and then I've got to do the 3 chain. 1, 2, 3, and join that with a slip stitch to the top of that stitch there. There we are. Oh, try again. Didn't go into both bits of the stitch. There we are. And that, oh, and look, and I'm right near the end of my ball of wool. I used up every last bit, well, not quite every last bit, obviously, because there's a bit left, but there we are. Square number, oh, 18. Goodness.